heard Jenny's voice before I saw her. It was lunchtime in the campus cafeteria, the usual mix of clattering trays and English conversations, and also some language I don't understand. I was carrying a bowl of salad when suddenly, "Ni hao ma?" Mandarin. Clear, lively Mandarin. My heart jumped. In the 1980s, there were not many Chinese students on American campuses. So when I heard it, I turned immediately. A girl with dark long hair was asking me with a smile. I walked toward her, with curiosity. "Are you from China too?" I asked in Mandarin. She blinked, surprised, then smiled. "Oh, I'm not from mainland China. I'm from Taiwan." I froze for a moment, embarrassed. "Oh, sorry, I heard Mandarin." She laughed gently. "It's okay, I speak Mandarin too." And just like that, we began talking. In those years, Chinese students on American campuses were far fewer than today. Most universities might have only a handful of students from mainland China or Taiwan, and it was common for me to go an entire semester without hearing another familiar accent. Though we shared a written language and cultural roots, yet carried very different assumptions about each other. We actually know each other very little. She asked where I was from. "Yunnan," I said. "The old base of the Flying Tigers during World War II." Her eyes lit up. "Really? I've heard stories from my father about the Flying Tigers in Taiwan too. His troops were once stationed in Yunnan. Isn't there a museum in your hometown?" I nodded. "My father saw American pilots when he was a boy. He said they gave candy to local kids." She smiled with genuine interest. "That's amazing. In Taiwan, we learned some wartime history too, but maybe not the same version you learned." I hesitated, then admitted, "I didn't know much about Taiwan. Most of what I knew came from school textbooks, and it wasn't much." She nodded slowly. "Same for me. In Taiwan, information about the mainland was limited too, sometimes even maybe biased." We looked at each other and laughed, not awkwardly, but with relief. Two young women realizing how little they truly knew and how much they wanted to understand. We sat down with our trays and the conversation flowed naturally. She said, "Your accent is so soft. It sounds warm. Are you a minority in China?" I laughed. "No, my family is Han immigrant from central China. Your Mandarin sounds like singing, from the song of Li Jun Deng." The songs of Miss Deng just became popular in China at that time. We compared slang, we compared school, and we compared food. I noticed we are more like each other than I thought, and we giggled at how expressive the other sounded. I told her, "Yunnan is China's rear base during the War of Resistance of Japanese invasion. Many ethnic groups lived together. I grew up hearing stories about the war, about the Flying Tigers, about how people survived." She said, "In Taiwan, we also had brainwash, but our history classes focused on different things. Coming to the US made me realize how many versions of history exist." There was no tension, only curiosity. We weren't debating, we were learning. I told her I missed Yunnan rice noodles, the sour, spicy broth, the mint, the chili. She sighed dramatically. "I miss Taiwanese breakfast shops, egg crepes, soy milk, crispy pastries. Nothing here tastes right." We stared at our cafeteria food and burst out laughing. Before we left, she said, "Let's eat together again. We can warm up our native language and see what we have been fooled." I smiled and nodded. "I'd like that, and I want to hear more about Taiwan." Walking out of the cafeteria, I felt a kind of joy while I was in my hometown. Two Chinese girls on an American campus had just taken their first step toward understanding each other. Through stories, through curiosity, through kindness.